Hi guys, it's Shayna. So today I'm going to be doing my first book haul post ever, but unfortunately it will be the last of the year because 2017 is almost over. Yay! I'm still really excited about that. I'm going to keep being excited about that. But I'm also really excited about these books that I'm going to talk to you about. So the first book that I'm really excited about is this book, The Hazelwood. And OMG, this book is super amazing. It's about this girl named Alice, whose grandmother is this really famous writer of these really dark, twisted fairy tales that have this cult following. And her mother gets kidnapped by someone, and she finds this note saying, "Don't go to the Hazelwood," which is where her grandmother lives. But, of course, she does go to the Hazelwood with the help of this fan of her grandmother's, and magical adventures ensue, and it's just an amazing, completely amazing book. And I really can't wait for it to come out so I can get the hardcover edition and have all the editions of it ever, because I love this book so much. It's one of my new favorites, and definitely one of my favorites that I read last year. The second book that I am excited about is Whichwood, which is the companion to Tahereh Mafi's book, Furthermore, which came out last summer, I think. But this one is about a girl named Leila whose job it is to wash dead bodies and prepare them basically for the afterlife. And if you haven't read Furthermore, you probably should. There are some characters from the first Furthermore, so it'll just enrich your reading experience. I'm about halfway through with this one, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really great. Tahereh Mafi's writing is brilliant as always, so I'm really excited to keep going and reading that one. The next two books I got for my December haul were Christmas gifts, and they are the first two books in the An Ember in the Ashes series. And first we have An Ember in the Ashes with the new cover, and I also got the new cover of A Torch Against the Night. I absolutely love these new covers. I think they're so badass. I think they're great, and they really capture the feeling of the story, and I can't wait to read A Reaper at the Gates when it comes out in, I think, April. But don't quote me on that because I'm not entirely sure. The next book that I'm going to talk to you about, which I'm pretty excited about, is a poetry collection, and it's this one right here called Depression and Other Magic Tricks by Sabrina Benaim. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but hopefully I am. And this book I actually got as a Hanukkah gift from my boyfriend, since poetry is kind of the only genre we agree upon. He likes really highbrow literary fiction, and I really like YA. But we both really like poetry, so he decided to give me a poetry book for a gift. And it's really good so far. I don't totally get all of the poems, but I'm still really enjoying it. It captures depression as an illness really, really well. And it's not necessarily uplifting, but it also kind of makes me feel like I'm not alone. So it's good. The next book that I'm excited to tell you guys about is this one called If You Don't Have Anything Nice to Say. The author is Leila Sales, who wrote This Song Will Save Your Life and Tonight the Streets Are Ours. I was not actually a huge fan of either of those books, but I am still going to give her another try because everyone in the blogosphere really likes her, and I am determined to find a book by her that I actually like. This book is about a girl named Winter who is apparently a former spelling bee champion. I'm not really sure if spelling bees are still a thing that teenagers do, so I'm a little skeptical about that aspect, but anyway, moving on. But she says something offensive on the internet, and she basically has to deal with the consequences, and it just seems like a very timely, relevant book, and I think that if it turns out well, a lot of YA readers will really relate to it and be able to gain something from it. The next book in my haul is called In Search of Us by Ava Dellaria, who wrote Love Letter... Ooh, I can't remember the title. It was something about love letters. Oh, Love Letters to the Dead. Pretty sure that's the title. I didn't love it, but I did really like the writing, so I am excited about this one. And this is actually a mother-daughter story, but it's told from the perspective of the mother and the daughter when they're both 17. So I'm really curious to see how it plays out and how it ties in their stories together, and it just seems like it's going to be a really intense, emotional read, which is exactly the kind of contemporaries I like. So I'm pretty excited to read that. All right, so the next book up is A Girl Like That. And this book is by Tanaz, Bathena. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right either, so let's hope I am. And it takes place in Saudi Arabia, and I don't know too much about it other than that. But I'm really excited to read it because I've never read a YA book set in the Middle East, so I am very much looking forward to that. The final book that I'm going to be discussing in this book haul is The Bells. I'm sure you guys have heard about this one on social media. It's definitely making a lot of traction and getting a lot of hype, especially after the New York Times article about sensitivity reading, which I'm not going to talk about because it's just going to make me upset. But this book is about a girl named Camellia. She is what the book calls a belle, and she lives in the city of Orleans, and in that city, everyone is born gray with red eyes, and it's the job of the belles to make everybody beautiful. And this girl, Camellia, wants to be the favorite belle and live in the castle with the Queen of Orleans and the royal family. And it's just kind of a commentary on beauty standards, and it's really, really well written so far. I would describe the writing as kind of luxe in a way. It's just so vivid and lush. It's such a beautiful book, and I really can't wait to keep reading it. So that is my book haul for December, and I hope you enjoyed the video and come back for more. Bye!